Our lead story of the day is regarding Friday's White House press briefing that was all about the second object that was shot down over Alaska. Now, there's been 4 objects that have been shot down as of Monday morning here, and a 5th one that was pinged on radar. But we're going to jump in to see what John Kirby and the Pentagon has to say about all of this. Support us by hitting that like and subscribe button. Leaving us a short, sweet comment down below. Your help and support would be greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Thank you. When I hear news, I just get very excited.
Fancy that.
Yes. So can we just go back for a moment? So another aircraft of some sort, airship, balloon, something was shot down today. Who owns it? What were the circumstances? Was the president directly involved in ordering this? And is wreckage being recovered?
Well, okay. So I'm going to try. Remind me if I forget something.
Okay.
Yes, the president absolutely was involved in this decision. He ordered it at the recommendation of Pentagon leaders. He wanted it taken down, and they did that. They did it using fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command. The Pentagon will have more to say about the details of this later on this afternoon. It's only just within the last hour. We're calling this an object because that's the best description we have right now. We do not know who owns it, whether it's state-owned or corporate-owned or privately owned. We just don't know. We don't know. As I said, state-owned. We don't know if it's state-owned, and we don't understand the full purpose. We don't have any information that would confirm a stated purpose for this object. We do expect to be able to recover the debris. Since it fell not only within our territorial space, but on what we believe is frozen water, so a recovery effort will be made, and we're hopeful that it'll be successful, and then we can learn a little bit more about it.
Was its appearance like the Chinese aircraft?
No, it was much smaller than the spy balloon that we took down last Saturday. The way it was described to me was roughly the size of a small car, as opposed to a payload that was like 2 or 3 buses size, right? So much smaller, and not of the same, no significant payload, if you will.
And lastly, is it now the policy of the United States that if unidentified aircraft are over U.S. territory, that it is likely the president will choose to shoot it down?
The president will always act in the best interest of our national security and in the safety and security of the American people.
Look, I find this all weird, and you might be thinking, Brad, this is all the way from Friday. It's now Monday morning. We know that more of these have been shot out of the sky. Why are you showing us old information? Because what he's saying here is the same information that we have about all the objects. We don't have any information. We have no details whatsoever. I mean, this happened an hour before this press briefing when the second one was shot down. And folks, these were short-range missiles that were taking out these objects. Like, the military's not just scrambling fighter jets, but they're analyzing these objects that are in the sky. They're not just going to willy-nilly just shoot one out of the sky. They have information on this. They have high-definition cameras on this stuff. So some of these missiles that they're using is heat-seeking. So even though that, you have to know a little bit of intelligence of what's going on. They're not even coming close to giving us all the information they have. If what he's saying is true, that he's literally limited, we don't even know really anything about this thing, that should give you terrible confidence in our United States military and the way we talk about ourselves and present ourselves as being a world power. Now, I understand we're world power in terms of nukes, military power, just in general with the amount of weaponry we have. But, I mean, heck, the technology, you're telling me we don't have any greater intel on this thing other than like, oh, well, it's the size of a small car. Oh, perfect. Oh, goody. That gives us a lot of safety here. Not to mention, again, this is the 4th one as of today that has been shot out of the sky. Now,
I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.